I know that there's probably somebody out there that's going through the same thing I'm going through, but we're gonna get through it, and that's on period. Welcome back to our channel, guys. Today's video, C as in me, will be I'm annoying, I'm so corny, but I'm gonna be talking about skin, my skin mostly, of course. Only I ain't got nobody else's skin to talk about. So we're gonna talk about my skin and my little issues or whatever, but let's just dive right on into it because I'm just rambling on at this point. So let's just dive right into it. So let me just tell y'all about my skin. So as y'all can see, I mean, I do have foundation on, and if you see me not looking at the camera a lot, it's because I'm looking in a mirror because I'm in the restroom. But as you can see on my skin, even though I have foundation on, you can see some of my light spots here on the hairline and then in between my brows, but there's plenty more over here, but we're gonna get into that. So anyways, I've been having a lot of issues with my skin lately. I've been having these light patches, light spots. Some of them are itchy, some of them aren't. I have two in the crease of my arm. I'll show you guys that too. And really, I just been having so much problems with my skin, and I just literally can't find not one answer to that. And I will get into that. But right now, since I have foundation on, I am going to take the foundation off so you guys can really see my skin and see what the hell his sister is talking about, okay? So, yeah, let's get into that. So right now, to take my makeup off, I'm just going to use this Garnier. It's probably backwards. I don't even know how this works. Actually, it should be right. It just probably looks backward in the mirror. The micellar, look, I ain't even about to say, look, micellar cleansing water. This is what I'm gonna use right now. And I usually use my Fenty wash or a regular Dove bar, but right now, since I'm trying to be quick, I'm gonna use some cotton rounds and the makeup remover. Just to put on my face because it gets dry, and this is the best thing right now when I'm not putting like face moisturizer. Just gonna put a little bit. Crusty look, y'all. I'm so, what's the word I'm looking for? Not embarrassed. What's the word? I can't find a word. Shy, I guess, is what I'm looking for, I guess. Not shy, but I'm so, boom, got the word, y'all. Self-conscious. I'm so, like, I do not walk out the house without foundation on because these light spots to me are so out there, and if I go to the store without it, I could feel everybody just staring at me. So I always wear foundation. So y'all lucky, I love y'all. And I know that I really did the video because I really know that there's somebody else that is going through the same thing I'm going through, or could be having skin issues and is not comfortable with it or whatever. So that's why I did this video for y'all. All right, boom. Refluff. All right, y'all, so back to where I was. So this is Charlene with no foundation on, and as you guys can see my skin, I would take the phone off and get like closer, but I'm gonna just get closer like this because you guys see that on my hairline. And then it used to be lighter here, but it's not lighter here. And then right here in my forehead area. And then here, this huge side right here on the right side of my face. I have a little one here on the left side of my face. And then, I don't know if you guys can see that in the camera. I have light spots here in the fold of my arm. And then I have another one here in the other fold of my arm. The lighting probably isn't letting you guys see it so well. This one isn't as bad as the other one. But, oops. So, those are my light spots. Say hello to them because they're so out there. At least I feel like it. My family's like, it's not that bad. But I know they're trying to make me feel better about it. And to them, it might not look that bad, but it's on me. So, anyway, so with these light spots, I've went and I made a doctor's appointment because I seen that the light spots were like starting to itch and becoming too light. And so I'm like, I don't know what this is. I can't self-diagnose myself. I ain't no doctor. So I went to the doctor. Go to the doctor and she's like, oh, hey, how are you? And I'm like, hi. And then she said, mind you guys, I wore a scarf. So the ones here on my hairline were covered. And then I had on a long sleeve shirt, so she couldn't see the ones in the fold of my arm. She only saw like these here and then these here. And usually my light spots tend to be lighter, especially here. They tend to be lighter and more out there when like just got up, just washed my face. Not like towards the end of the day and the night, but well these ones are the same, but the ones here. And so when I went to the doctor, all she could see is the little ones, the ones that are here. And she was like, oh, are those light spots on your face vitiligo? And I'm like, I don't know. That's what I'm here to see you for, to be referred to a dermatologist, obviously, because she's not a specialist in skin. She is a doctor. So what she's saying could be true, but all of my light spots tend to have different reactions. If that's the word I'm looking for. I guess so, yeah. They feel different. Some of them act different. And so that's why I want to be referred to a dermatologist. When I went to the doctor, I specifically went just about my skin. When I get there, they wanted to do a full physical exam. I said, okay, cool. So I did the physical exam. And then she literally just sent me about my way. And so I'm like, I would like to be referred to a dermatologist because my skin is giving me issues and stuff like that. And I don't know what it is. And I'm asking her, could I be referred to a dermatologist? And she pretty much was like, no, like it's just vitiligo. And if you guys don't know what vitiligo is what the model Winnie Harlow has, where it's pretty much just the pigmentation of your skin going away. And so you have these light spots, or they're closer to white, but my vitiligo, what she says it is, the light spots on my face, they usually tend to come during a certain time of the year and go away during a certain time of the year. So I'm just like, I just have to wait for it. I said vitiligo comes and goes, and she said, yeah, sometimes it can, and sometimes it comes and it stays permanently. So I'm just like, oh, okay, well, I'm like, they're itchy. Some of them are itchy, some of them are not. The ones in the fold of my arm are super itchy and uncomfortable. The one here on the side of my face, if it rubs against a pillow, and I use cotton pillows, not silk, even though I should be using silk, and silk might be better. I gotta look into that. But anyways, the one here on the side of my face, if it rubs against something like my pillowcase, it's super uncomfortable and kind of painful to me. And she said, yeah, that's just vitiligo. I'm sitting here like, sis, I know I'm not a doctor, but I know all these light spots cannot be vitiligo. I have been to a doctor before years ago, when I was like fresh out of high school, which was in 2013. I graduated high school. So 2014, the end of 2013 or the beginning of 2014 was when I seen a doctor for small light spots on my hairline, and my doctor referred me to a dermatologist at the time, and he referred me to a dermatologist, and that dermatologist told me that it was a fungal infection. I forgot what fungal infection he said, but he said it was a fungal infection, and he referred me some cream and some shampoo, since it was pretty much just on my hairline, with ketoconazole in it, and it had a percentage of ketoconazole in it. And usually when you have spots or something that itches a lot, it usually is a fungal infection, and I know vitiligo is not a fungal infection. So I'm like, sis, all of this cannot be vitiligo, like, come on now. Anyways, so she's pretty much like, yep, go on about your way. I'm not sending you to no dermatologist. And in order for me to see a dermatologist, I have to be referred. I cannot, with the insurance I have, I cannot go walk into a dermatologist's office and say, boom, here I am, I got these light spots, check them out, figure out what it is, give me some stuff. No, I have to be referred by my primary care doctor. And so with her saying no, I'm just gonna constantly switch my doctor every month until, because I can only switch once a month, I'm going to switch my doctor until somebody refers me to a dermatologist, because sis, this is not it. It's just not it. So anyways, I came home, I did my research on vitiligo. Vitiligo tends to not be scaly, patchy, itchy, none of that. It does not change the texture of your skin. As from what I read, it does not change the texture of your skin. It still feels like your regular skin. It just has the light spots there. When I wake up in the morning, these are not regular. They're usually flaky, and I usually have to exfoliate, which tends to make them red. And I know that I probably shouldn't exfoliate that much, but then it would just be a build up, and I'm gonna be irritated, and it's gonna irritate me. So that's pretty much the story on my light spots. And the ones in the fold of my arms, you can't see it behind this, but I already showed y'all. But the ones in the fold of my arm are super, 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 super itchy, bro. Like, I want to, like, just, like, take a motherfucking grater. Excuse my language, but we do cuss on here. But I want to take a grater and just literally grade my arm as to how much it itches me. But I forgot to mention, when I was walking out, she's like, you know, it's just vitiligo. It comes and goes. You're just going to have to wait for it to come and go or whatever. So I said, okay, well, do you know of any creams, anything that I could use, because it's really bothering me at this point. It's itching, it's burning, it's uncomfortable. Sis said, nope, I don't have no recommendations for things that you could use on your skin. You ain't got not one recommendation for it being itchy. Like, sis could have said some goddamn what's that shit you put on the burn, like a scratch, or or your tattoo, like A&D ointment or something, Vaseline, something with high SPF, so you know it's not getting burnt. I don't know, something, sis. But sis literally sent me out of her office, would not refer me to a dermatologist, just to literally, like, nothing. And I'm so self-conscious about this. I got out as soon as I got into the car, I called my sister and I'm like, bro. And she's like, what happened? What'd she say? And I'm saying this with my little crying voice, like, like, I'm not crying like that. The tears are just falling. But I was so upset and so sad. Like, I was really crying because I was upset. How are you a doctor, a certified doctor, and cannot tell me a recommendation for the itching and burning of my light spots on my face? How? I just don't get it. I don't understand. But I'm still working on this. I'm still switching doctors, trying to figure out who gonna refer me to a dermatologist. And when I do finally get referred to a dermatologist, I definitely will tell you guys. I will definitely do an update video as to what this dermatologist said, what my skin is going through and what it is, because not knowing what something is and not knowing how to go about it because you don't know what it is hard, because I might be using products that are not good for my skin or not good for this certain thing. But what can I do? Because my doctor told me ain't shit out there for me, pretty much. But I'm gonna tell y'all now finally actually, what's been working for me and what's been helping to prevent it from itching, burning, and what I usually do. So usually like in the morning I'll wash my face. Lately I've been using Fenty. Been using it probably for like 3 or 4 days, but I will do a review on this, so I'm not gonna get too much into this because I will do a video soon on a review on Fenty Skin. So usually I wash my face with this, or because I usually don't keep my same skin routine because my skin tends to like things at one point and not like things at another point. And then another thing I use to wash my face is CeraVe. This one, the green one, the hydrating facial cleanser. It's for sensitive skin. When I wash my face, it does not foam up either. And this helps my skin not get irritated when I wash it. It usually, I usually wash my face with it and it doesn't burn or anything. And it's amazing because a lot of skin products I use, it usually burn. Let me get a towel. And then another thing I use to wash my face is, I don't have a bar of soap, but the Dove Sensitive Skin bar soap. That feels really good on my skin. It does not burn. And then when I get out the shower, my face feels nice and clean. And it's amazing. Excuse me, y'all. And then for moisturizing, I usually don't do a toner, but I do have the whole Fenty Skin 3-bundle thing. But like I said, ain't gonna get into it because I want to do a review video on Fenty Skin. So moisturizers, I either use this one, which is the Fenty Skin moisturizer, or I use the Neutrogena Hydro Boost gel cream. And this is, I think they have 2 different ones, but this one is the gel cream. I know they have like a watery type one. I forgot what it's called, but I use that to moisturize. And then on my arms, I just usually use regular body wash because it is in the folds of my arm. It's kind of hard not to. So I usually use regular body wash on my whole body. I'm using the Olay. Let me just grab it for y'all. On my body, which is what I've been using on the folds of my arm because it's not as scented and it doesn't burn or anything when I put it on. And then I use this one in the folds of my arm, the Body Butter by Neutrogena. I think this blue one is for like dry to extra dry skin, and it's really great. I love it. And then to like all of it in, I use my handy dandy. I just realized it's rubber bands in this. Y'all probably seen a rubber band in this because my baby, she just be doing some stuff, y'all. But usually to lock all of it in, I have to use this Vaseline. Now, I know the Vaseline might not be good for my skin. I don't know if any of this stuff is good for my skin or not because ain't nobody told me nothing at this point, right? So that's what I usually use. I usually wash it, moisturize, and then lock it all in with the Vaseline. Because if I don't use that, just with washing my face and putting the moisturizer, it moisturizes my skin, but in some of the light spots, it still makes it dry and scaly. And I'm not trying to go outside looking like that. So yeah, those are the things that I'm using. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys like it because I really had to hop out my whole shell and do this video because I'm so self-conscious about my skin. But I know that there's probably somebody out there that's going through the same thing I'm going through, but we're gonna get through it, and that's on period. So thank you guys for watching. Tune in for our next videos, and hope you guys all have a blessed day.